Spinning is one of the most challenging moves on ice, but former national champion Yuko Tanaka makes the spin look easy.
When I'm spinning, you don't feel it, but afterwards, when you land, you kind of get the effect of it. Yeah. It's really fun. You feel really free because you're just gliding. You feel like you're flying. Yeah, it's really fun.
This solo skater of the Auckland Ice Figure Skating Club is training hard for the Australian Nationals in August. The synchronized team also has their sights firmly fastened on the opportunity to compete against their Trans-Tasman rivals.
New Zealand, there aren't as many skating teams as there will be in Australia and things like that. So it's really important to get out of New Zealand and see how everyone else is doing and like the level of competition you're up against. So it's extremely vital to be going outside of New Zealand to compete.
The girls put in long hours for the sport they're committed to, with training often starting at 5:30 in the morning.
On Monday mornings, I skate before I go to school. So by the time I get home, I'm kind of tired. And then I start doing my homework. And then other days, I skate after school. So I come home, have dinner, and then start work. So yeah, it's quite busy. Takes quite a bit of time.
Not only time, but there are many things that require parents' support.
Like transportation, because she can't drive at the moment. So like 5 times a week almost. And money, you have to get a lot of money to support this sport. Just like coach fee and entrance fee and dress, all sorts of things, yeah. Give her any support she wants.
It costs a lot of money to hire the ice for the teams to each compete, and we don't want to make prices too expensive because then we won't have skaters or parents able to afford coaching and ice time fees and things like that.
To keep the club running and let the girls pursue the sport they enjoy so much, a fundraising event was held recently with assistance from professional makeover stylist Fashion A&E. The event was called Fashion on Ice.
Danny Jane, well, this is the girl that somebody was going to, no, she has, but somebody was going to put some double-sided sellotape.
Yes, she knows
on
about
the pants.
Yep.
This is a New Zealand first, but from what we have found, we haven't found anybody else in the world that has done a skating show on ice, a fashion show on ice. People have put catwalks on the ice and done a fashion show, but not actually on ice skates. So this is the first time it's even been done.
Pink jacket with a hoodie. And another big jacket on top.
And it's all the teenage range that farmers offer to all the girls. And we have 4 different groups actually. We've got the rock chicka look, we have got the urban casual hip hop look, and we have got an evening elegance, and then we've got the winter warmers. So it should be very exciting.
The lights dim and the show starts with their routines and costumes for the Australian competition. The synchronized team flows nicely in unison with their graceful movements and precise footwork. And Yuko takes the stage, combining the beauty and elegance of solo skating.
Solo skating, pretty much skating by yourself. You don't really have to think about timing and being in sync with other people, so you're pretty much just in your own world.
Then it's time for the fashion show. Not on the catwalk, but on the skating rink. With a combination of skating skill and fashion trend, the girls definitely look cool on ice.
We do fundraising all the way through the year, whether it's for New Zealand competitions or overseas competitions. As mentioned, this is a tough sport for parents to pay for, so the more that we can do to help that and make it accessible to more girls out in the community, the better it is. Around about $44,000 to get our teams over to Australia this year, so this event is to help sponsor ice time for our girls to practice so they can perform really well over in Australia.
It was a unique way to raise money for the club, and the girls were having fun.
like a complete makeover because you feel different, and when you're training, you're in tight clothes, so you feel quite, for the practice. But in fashion show, because it's so loose, you kind of feel more free.
Although the first fashion show didn't raise as much money as they hoped, their main goal for the event was to increase public support.
And they don't get the recognition for the work that they put in. So they have spent many years to get to the level that they are, and our community, the Eastern community, and New Zealand as a whole should be very proud of them.
We wish the team smooth blading all the way to Australia.